morning, campers. I'm just leaving the Ethan Pond campsite. Beautiful pond. Reminds me of the Adirondacks. Totally undeveloped. No beavers that I could see. Just really, really pristine. Beautiful pond. Sun is out, as you can see. Sun coming through the... There's the sun up there in the tree somewhere. Very cold this morning. I still have my t-shirt on. I do have my long pants on. I'll probably take the pant legs off later, especially when I start to climb Mount Webster. That's my one big climb of the day, Mount Webster. That's not for a few miles, so I'll have plenty of time to warm up. Shortish day, I mean, as far as the AT goes. It's about the right amount of mileage for the whites, though. 9.3 miles, I believe, to the Mizpah Hut. Mizpah Spring Hut, I should say. I may try to do a work for stay there again, depending on what the menu is. But they also have a tent site right next to the hut, apparently. So, you know, if I decide for whatever reason not to do work for stay and just to tent, because I'll get to bed earlier. You know, work for stay, I was up till almost 10 o'clock when I did the work for stay. And sorry, I'm rock hopping across a wet section of trail here. Anyway, got to bed at 10 o'clock. Woke up about 4:30. You know, there's people getting up, and it's just, I mean, you basically are getting a warm, dry place to sleep, and you're getting a free dinner. I got plenty of food. I'm not hard up for dinner. So I'll see how I feel when I get there, and, you know, if the tent site's available, I might just say, hey, I'm just tenting out here and cooking out here and doing my own thing, and I'll still be able to go in and use the bathroom and use the running water and so on. So we'll see how things turn out. I think the first few miles are relatively easy as far as elevation goes, and then I got the big climb up Mount Webster. All right, here we go. Okay, I just stopped to take off my pant legs because I've got a 3.2 mile climb up Mount Webster to the summit, and it's straight up for 3.2 miles. So I also have a little bit of a snack for some energy, and I got my work cut out for me. I'm just going to go slow. I've already covered 3 miles. I'm only doing 9.3 today, so I've only got 6.3 miles left. So after I get to the summit of Mount Webster, I've only got another 3 miles or so to the hut, and then I'll decide if I want to do a work for stay. I did pass a hiker who said that it's supposed to get down to 32 tonight in the mountains. So that's where you have to start protecting your water filter and your electronics. So I'll just see when I get to the hut if I feel like doing a work for stay. I know I'll get less sleep because I'll have to stay up later, and I'll have to get up early to get out of there. But it might be nice to have a warm, dry place to sleep. I just don't know. I'll see how I feel when I get there. At the very least, they do have a tent site next to the hut, so I could always tent next to the hut if I wanted to and get to bed early. But we'll see. I'll let you know when I get there. That's where I just climbed up from. I'm about 2 miles from the summit of Mount Webster. So here's my eye level right here, straight ahead, right in the center of the screen. That's my eye level. And then here's where I've got to climb up. So it's pretty steep and rocky. I figure it's probably 2 more hours to go 2 miles. So I should be at the summit around noon, and I could take a break up there. So I am still a mile from the peak of Mount Webster. I'll turn so you can kind of see the view from here. It's a little cold and windy. I'm on a boulder outcropping. Be careful I don't step backwards. It's a long way down. So I've been climbing uphill for 2 hours solid. There was one little stretch of about 100 yards that was flat, and the rest of it's just been uphill. So that's behind me. That's where I'm going. I don't know how I can go for another hour, another mile uphill. It must like kind of go where I can't see behind these trees because I don't see a peak. And as you can see, you know, I'm up pretty high, and you can see behind me. That's the drop off right here. That's why I didn't want to step backwards, as you can imagine. So anyway, I'm going to keep going, but I'm still not at the top. Okay, still on my way up to the summit of Mount Webster. About a mile to go, and I thought I'd share with you this little stretch that's very nice and flat, mostly. Pine needles on the trail. Not too many rocks. Very nice. And then it'll start going uphill again, up a rocky slope. But just a little snippet of one of the nicer sections. These are nice little breaks that you get once in a while. You can just kind of walk, not have to worry about climbing or too many rocks in your way. So about another hour I should be at the summit. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. That is something else. That is steep. I gotta climb this. Oh my gosh. It's the final 2/10 of a mile. Wow. That is something serious. And there's one heck of a drop down. All right. Okay. I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be. Now, what kind of trail is this? That's just a sheer rock face. Oh my gosh. I gotta figure out how to scramble up this thing. That thing's gotta be at about a 50 to 60 degree pitch. Holy crap. Oh, I feel like I need rappelling equipment. Mizpah Hut, 200 feet. Holy cow, it's not even 3 o'clock yet. I'm gonna get there early. I'm gonna have some soup if they have any left, and then get a good spot at the campsite. I don't think I'm gonna do work for stay. It's supposed to be a nice night. I'm gonna get to bed early. I got a big day tomorrow. I got about 12 miles, including Mount Washington. That's gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna see if I can't get on the trail by 6:30 at the latest. So that's going to require an early day. I could be out there for a solid 12 hours of hiking at 1 mile an hour pace. All right. Hey, I'm here at the Nauman tent site, which is at the Mizpah Spring Hut. I just wanted to show you my tent again on the platform. This platform is unfortunately too short. It is at least a foot shorter than the platform I was in last night. So what I had to do was I have my trekking pole hanging off the edge. As you can see, this is the edge of the boards. So it's hanging down, but I still have it secured through the rungs, nice and tight. And then the same on the other side. So basically those two trekking poles, even though everything's hanging off the edge, those are keeping the tent from moving left or right or back and forth. So that tent's not going anywhere in the wind. And as you can see, I still have over half the platform available. And mine's not even over all the way. I still have a little bit of a ledge here. So anyway, just another quick refresher that you have to get creative. These platforms are not built by people who really understand tent dimensions and specifications. Unfortunately, I don't know where they get the idea that a 7 or 8 foot long platform is long enough for a tent. These should all be 10 by 10, not 8 by 9 or 8 by 10, whatever they are. So, in any event, that's it. you.